So there's the rest of the turf, sod, and such for this side. We'll start putting the trees in. There's the farm. House has lights. We'll wire that up. It'll just slip under the belt. There'll be crops back there, livestock throughout over there. The forest will start there and work its way towards the mountain. The industrial wasteland and the construction area will go over here. All these are DC switches. I've got the leads all bundled there. The wires are taped up under the track. I'm not going to use these DC switches. We'll just manually operate this side when we have to. It's not a yard. It's a thoroughfare. So here's what the house will do. Obviously the foundation leaks, but it'll be glued down when we get there. But yeah, the little light controller. This is that just plugged from Woodland Scenics. It's cool stuff. It's light duty hardware, but hey, that's what we want. What we're gonna do is mount the light controller in the barn, under the barn. I'll drill a hole under the barn. That lead will come through into the main bus down there. There'll be a main lighting bus and a 12 volt for all the switches and stuff. But yeah, that's what the house will do. Hello, come on. Cool. And there's the little country station.
That's right.
What does he do? I don't even know.
He lights up. Oh, it's so cool. It's inside. It's good.
I try not to break my little potentiometer. Oh man, that's a good one. Again.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the people's in there already.
Yeah, there's a clerk.
We'll put more people on the platform and railroad workers and such.
Right.
But
Sassy
same thing.
grade.
This light controller will be under the barn. All you got to do, theoretically, is lift the barn. Oh, control your lights. Put your barn back down. There you go. This is going to be all the lighting for this side of the. For now, we'll probably add some as we go. But yeah, this is your lit up neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what we're going to do today. I have it. I slipped the felt back to the barn. We'll raise this with a little marlin pipe. Slip that wire under there. This wire that goes to the depot, we'll use this 1 mil rod, steel rod. We'll hook this connector to the depot, pull it through the felt, under the felt, and hook it into this line here. I'll draw the shape of the house, outline of the house. I'll cut that felt out, take that foam out, make a level foundation about 2 mil deep in there, and that'll be that. The barn holds the light hub. I drilled that hole. I brought that lead up through. The power supply will dangle. This is an odd thing. The back of these holes is like 1 mil. I don't have any hardware that's going down in there. So we'll work on that. But that's how that works. The barn hides the electronics. We'll have a little path that'll cover up my slip. But those things cut like that's easy to hide. And yeah, there you go. We'll do wiring today on this section, and then we'll put trees in. I keep promising trees. We'll work on it. Okay, now we're going to go get electrified. This is the power lead for that just plug box. Well, there are going to be a few leads going through the belt, through the foam plywood, and then dangling. That's what I'm going to do with these switches. I'm just going to drill holes, let those dangle, and we'll figure that out, but leave them accessible. We're going to fish the wires with this stiff modeling wire, 1 mil rod, and that we'll just sneak that under the felt, attach the leads to that, and pull them through. Away we go. So yeah, it fits down in the slot. We will trim it out. We'll make sure it's, we'll get the wires connected and test it for light integrity there in the foundation line. And I'll chip away at the old plaster a little bit more. And it's be easy to put bushes and flowers around to cover the holes. But there you go. That's how that's going to do that. I cut a hole here big enough for that connector end, one of these, to come through this slot. I put the steel rod into this end and fished it around till I could see it on the slot with my little hooky thing. I hooked the thing. And now we're going to figure out a way to fasten this to that with duct tape. We'll make a little hook on the end of the line there, end of the rod, and I'll fish that through, and that'll be grooviness. So that worked out well. I didn't want to video that just in case I destroyed something. But with the help of the marlin spike, all you Bosa mates know what that is. It's a marlin spike for working with that really goopy line called marline. Marlin spike probably means marine. Ah! We're gonna get warmed up now. Where was I before I was so rudely interrupted by the kerosene salamander? That's what we're up to. We're gonna try to wire the little depot in the house into the Woodland Scenics Just Plug light hub. We fished the wires under the felt. This table is plywood. Then there's a 1/2-inch foam. And then there's a 4 mil plastic. Then there's this felt and burlap that's covered in plaster, and there's plaster cloth and all sorts of products used in this thing. What we're going to try to do today is fix the light integrity on the foundation of this little house. Let's turn out the lights. We can see what we can see. Observe. See how the light comes through the foundation. What we're going to do is I have a little sheet of styrene. I will trace the outline of the house on the styrene, make a cavity in the middle so I can still access inside the house, and then I will putty the house down to this piece of styrene so it'll have, let's see if I can do that. I'll use the old steady handy camera holding device thingy. Let's see if we can do this. Again, the wires are on this side, so. And I've been working with this house for a year. I cannot believe that the TV antenna has survived. So yeah, that's what it'll do. We'll press that down a little bit so you can see that with the putty, that will hide all of the light coming out of the bottom. And that'll do that. The little station's really cool. There's a person in there. We'll put personages all over the platform. They're workers. This we've decided to go ahead and operate all this the steel mill. I've got too many really nice bottle cars that I built, and I put the switches in to do that. And we're going to make an operating train line come out of the coal mine, come across the rocks, mostly bridges, trestles, and it'll put another switch in right here, and there you go. We'll do that. Is this cool? What do you think? We won't bore you guys with that operation over there, but this stuff's cool. I've got the kerosene blower set at 45, so it ought to leave us alone for a bit. What I'm going to do is just make a bead of the white caulk all the way around. Front porch is there. Kind of cold out here, so it's thick. And wherever I miss, that's why I put a hole in the middle. I'll just dab some with my finger. Well, I don't want to test this till tonight, till it's really dark in here, so we can actually see where the holes are, where the light leaks are. And we'll see. There's some of that. Here's one of these. We're just gonna blop it down right onto the blob. I'm not gonna press it. I'm gonna let it kind of settle. Okay, I'll press it. Watch out. I bragged about still having an antenna. Let's do that. And then I'm gonna kind of wiggle it around. Look for some places where there's way too much. That'll come off. You know, we can clean up just about any mess we make. The idea is not to break anything. I think, and let me wipe my hands on my pants, and I'll be back in a second. Again, I'm just going to wiggle this around on my foundation to make sure I've got goop all the way around. I'm going to press that down. You don't have to watch me hold the thing for 5 minutes, but we're going to test it tonight. We'll turn all the lights out, and we'll see how it looks in the dark. But there you go. That's pretty close. Over here you can see there's that one little spot next to the step. I'll just put a bush on top of that. But yeah, we cleaned up all the foundation light leaks. And this is nice. This is really cool. Good night. Okay. Let's start at the very beginning. It's a very fine place to start. There's one layer of the glue plaster mix on this bottom piece of felt. It's a little stiff. There's none on the outside, the lighter colored felt on the main line that goes all the way around. Again, we're going to get more masonite and make a taller wall, but for today, we're going to show you guys what's up here. Here, maybe you can see what this is. There's a half-inch particle board underneath this. This is half-inch high-density foam. This is 4 mil plastic, and that's felt. This is another layer felt, another color felt that we're going to do today. We're going to put plaster on everything that doesn't have plaster on it. It's going to be warm for a couple of days, and I got a whole jug of kerosene. So we'll do that and show you guys what we're doing over here. What I've got in here is 12 cups of plaster Paris, 8 cups of cornstarch, and now we're going to put about 3 or 4 cups of white glue in that, and that's our stuff, our mud. We put the starch and the glue in to add more adhesive qualities to the stuff, and the glue gives it a little bit of elasticity, which is a groovy thing. Are you ready? Now you get the idea. This is the first coat, and I got to make some more and go around the outside. But this is where that canal is going to go in a loop. And that canal tug and the barge are going to go in a circle, in and out through the risers. We'll, the next step is put the risers out, set the trek out, we'll do another coat of plaster, and then we'll set the risers, pin them down, burlap, and such. But there you go. That's today's work. We're going to let the kerosene work on this a little bit. So there's what Fantasia is going to look like. The canal, and this marked in blue, it'll be a bridge here, and a bridge here. It'll come to a loading area, unloading, loading area here. This will be a tight turn, but I'm sure we can do that. But yeah, these are, some of this will just be plastered together. Some of it will have little valleys in it. There's the pond is going to go in here somewhere, over in there. I'm going to extend the mountain a little bit so I can put stuff on that level, on this third tier. But yeah, that's it. Cool. I'll see you tomorrow. What do you think, babe?
I think it's very cool.
Well, there's your livestock opportunity.
There it is.
You
yes.
can.
Do we have to clean it up first, though? Right?
Oh yeah. Well, I've got
to
to do that trick where we're gonna pull this wire for the cabin under the felt and hook it up into the light boot box that's in the barn.
They need to have a little lead-to barn.
Right.
Look
yeah,
at,
the barn shedded a couple of signs.
One of the sides blew off.
The big antique sign blew off. I'm kind of disappointed about that, but we'll get over it. So yeah, that's pretty close to ready with the farm.
All right.
Some of the places I got some putty on a couple of things I'm unhappy about. I'll just touch that up with some paint, and we'll go through with after all the stuff that's down today dries. We will blow it with the low pressure air and get all the debris up. Whatever left debris will either pick up or paint. And yeah, she gets to put livestock and such. And we got some really cool construction equipment that's going to go over here and build something.
I have donkeys.
And donkeys.
I have donkeys.
We have birds. We have HO scale pigeons. About the size of a pinhead.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool, huh?
It is.
She's enjoying her train set.
Yeah. I like to play with the animals.
Back to work.